Most men over 50 are told the same thing. Just take magnesium and your circulation will improve. But here's the truth. If you're waking up with cold feet, stiff legs, low energy, or weaker performance, magnesium is rarely the missing piece. The real issue is that two overlooked vitamins quietly control your nighttime blood flow, and most men are deficient without knowing it. Tonight, I'll show you how correcting these two can restore circulation, stamina, and confidence while you sleep. I'm Dr. Barbara O'Neill, a urologist with 33 years of experience helping men regain healthy blood flow naturally. Tell me where you're watching from, and if this helps, make sure to like and subscribe. At night, your body is supposed to slip into repair mode, but for many men over 50, something very different happens. Blood flow quietly drops. You may notice it when you wake up with colder feet, heavier legs, or that frustrating lack of morning vitality you used to take for granted. This isn't just aging, it's the result of blood vessels gradually losing their flexibility. As we get older, the inner lining of the arteries, what we call the endothelium, doesn't release enough nitric oxide. Without that, the vessels can't relax, so nighttime circulation slows down more than it should. And when blood flow slows at night, recovery slows with it. Energy, performance, and confidence all take the hit. I see this often in my patients who tell me, "Doc, I feel fine during the day, but mornings feel different." That's because nighttime is where the problem starts. Poor circulation while you sleep means the tissues that need oxygen and nutrients never fully recharge. So you wake up already behind, feeling older than your age, even if you're doing everything right with diet or exercise. The good news is that circulation isn't fixed or doomed. Blood vessels can be trained and restored, especially when you support them during the hours your body naturally repairs itself. A simple first step is adding a slow 5-minute leg warm-up before bed. Just ankle circles, soft calf pumps, or light stretching. This nudges the vessels open and sends a signal that you'll build on throughout the night. But movement is only part of the story. There's a hidden nutrient deficiency that directly controls how flexible your blood vessels stay, and most men have never even heard of it. And that's where we go next. Most men don't realize this, but one of the biggest reasons your blood flow slows with age is that calcium begins drifting into places it doesn't belong. Instead of staying in your bones, it settles into the walls of your arteries, making them harder, narrower, and far less flexible. That's where vitamin K2 steps in. I often describe it as the traffic director for calcium. Its entire job is to take calcium out of your arteries and send it back into your bones where it actually strengthens you. Without enough K2, calcium behaves like a clogged highway and blood flow pays the price. If you've been feeling slower on stairs, tighter in your legs, or just less energetic throughout the day, it's not your imagination. Hardened arteries reduce oxygen delivery, so every movement feels like it requires more effort than it used to. This is one of the most overlooked causes of age-related fatigue in men. The beautiful part is that K2 starts reversing this stiffness quietly and gradually, especially at night when your repair hormones are active. You can find high amounts of K2 in foods like natto, aged cheeses, pasture-raised egg yolks, and certain fermented foods. But most men don't eat enough of these to maintain optimal levels. A simple way to support blood flow is taking a small dose of K2, usually in the MK7 form, with your evening meal. That timing helps direct calcium throughout the night when your vessels are most responsive. But K2 isn't enough on its own. It has a partner vitamin that actually activates this whole nighttime repair system, and without it, the benefits are half as strong. Let's talk about that next. Vitamin D3 is often treated like just another vitamin, but in reality, it behaves much more like a hormone, one that plays a powerful role in your blood flow, especially at night. When your D3 levels are low, your blood vessels lose their ability to produce enough nitric oxide, the molecule that tells your arteries to relax and open. Without nitric oxide, the vessel walls stay slightly tense, almost like a muscle that never fully lets go. That tension restricts circulation, slows recovery, and leaves many men waking up feeling stiff, tired, or older than they really are. I see this pattern constantly. Men come in saying they feel tightness in the legs, slower post-exercise recovery, or weaker morning performance. Then we check their levels, and sure enough, vitamin D3 is running low. When you restore it, something remarkable happens. D3 switches on the enzymes that help your arteries relax, lets oxygen move freely again, and supports nighttime tissue repair. Your body is finally able to unwind at the cellular level while you sleep. The best natural source is sunlight. 10 to 20 minutes on your arms and face in early morning or late afternoon can make a real difference. But for many men over 50, especially those who work indoors, supplementation becomes necessary. A typical evening dose of D3, taken with a small amount of healthy fat, can support smoother nighttime circulation and deeper recovery. What's even more exciting is how D3 and K2 work together. Once both vitamins are present, they unlock a synergy that keeps arteries open, flexible, and protected. And that combination becomes even more powerful when you understand what happens during the night. Let's look at that next. When men take vitamin K2 and D3 separately, they each help in their own way. But when you take them together, especially at night, something far more powerful happens. D3 increases the amount of calcium your body absorbs, which is great for bones, but only if that calcium ends up in the right place. That's where K2 steps in, guiding it out of your arteries and into your bones, preventing stiffness and helping your vessels stay open. Meanwhile, D3 boosts nitric oxide production during the night, allowing the vessel walls to relax. Together, they create the perfect environment for smooth, steady blood flow. I hear this from patients all the time. "Doc, I just feel lighter in the morning," or "my legs don't feel as heavy when I get out of bed." That's the nighttime synergy at work. When your arteries stay flexible and open while you sleep, oxygen moves better, tissues repair faster, and your whole system wakes up refreshed instead of drained. It's subtle at first, but after a few weeks, most men notice they're getting their energy back. To make this synergy work for you, take D3 and K2 with your evening meal, ideally one that has a little healthy fat like avocado, olive oil, or eggs. That improves absorption and ensures the nutrients are active during your body's natural repair window. If you're using supplements, the MK7 form of K2 tends to stay in the blood longer, which is ideal for nighttime use. And here's the exciting part. When blood flow improves overnight, your morning stamina and daytime performance begin to shift in ways most men don't expect. That's exactly what we'll explore next. When your blood vessels stay open and flexible through the night, your body enters a very different kind of recovery. Oxygen reaches your muscles more easily, waste products are cleared out faster, and the tissues that support energy, stamina, and performance finally get the nutrients they've been missing. That's why men who restore nighttime circulation often tell me, "Doc, I didn't change anything, but I'm waking up stronger." Better blood flow while you sleep translates directly into better mornings, lighter legs, clearer focus, steadier energy, and a noticeable return of confidence. You might even feel something you haven't felt in years, your body waking up already energized instead of needing an hour to warm up. This is one of the most reliable signs that your nighttime repair cycle is finally working again. When circulation is strong overnight, the muscles in your pelvis, legs, and lower back don't tighten as much, so you start your day with more natural power and fluidity. There are simple add-ons that make this even more effective. A warm shower before bed relaxes the vessel walls and improves nutrient delivery. A 5-minute stretch routine, especially gentle calf and hip stretches, helps keep the lower body open. And staying hydrated during the day prevents the blood from becoming thicker at night. These small habits pair beautifully with D3 and K2, multiplying the benefits you feel in the morning. But here's the catch. Even with better morning vitality, many men still make one mistake. They rely on magnesium alone, believing it will fix everything. And that's where the real misunderstanding begins. For years, magnesium has been marketed as the miracle mineral for blood flow, sleep, and performance. And while it does play important roles in muscle relaxation and nerve function, magnesium alone cannot solve the deeper issue most men over 50 are dealing with. The real problem isn't a lack of relaxation, it's stiff, calcium-loaded arteries that simply can't open the way they used to. This is why so many men take magnesium nightly and still wake up with tight legs, poor circulation, or weak morning vitality. Magnesium relaxes muscles, but it does nothing to redirect calcium out of the arteries. That's the job of vitamin K2. And without D3 activating the repair pathways, the body never gets the signal to restore blood vessel flexibility during the night. Once men understand this, the results make sense. When you combine D3 and K2, you're not just easing tension, you're restoring the structure of the blood vessels themselves. You're improving nitric oxide production, guiding calcium into the bones, and allowing blood to move freely again. Magnesium becomes helpful only after that foundation is fixed, not before. If you want a simple nighttime routine that truly supports blood flow, start with this. Take vitamin D3 with K2, MK7, alongside your evening meal. Drink a small glass of water an hour before bed, and spend 3 minutes stretching your calves and hips. Add magnesium only if you feel muscle tightness, not as your primary tool for circulation. When you give your body what it actually needs, you wake up to a different kind of morning. And we're just beginning to understand how powerful that change can feel. No matter your age, improving blood flow is absolutely possible, and it starts with small nighttime habits that create big daytime changes. If you've tried any of these steps, share your experience and your age group in the comments so we can grow together as a community. Your best years aren't behind you, they're right in front of you.